Mr. Panetta, what a sight this is tonight. I know this is making global headlines. As Prime Minister Modi and President Biden are sitting beside each other confidently, they'll be issuing a joint statement. I just want to recap a little bit for our viewers as I take the conversation forward. The body language, viewers, speaks volumes. There's a personal bond. There's a national level alliance. There's a role to play in the global order. Both the leaders know the significance of this relationship. And there was a point here where they said, you heard the US president say that both the nations are taking on some of the toughest challenges together. And he specifically mentions, Mr. Panetta, the Indo-Pacific. So I thought there that when I heard him say that, the message is crystal clear. There is China on the one side, and there is this strong partnership on the other. Do you also read it that way? This reference to Indo-Pacific, taking on some of the toughest challenges, Mr. Biden would be measuring the impact of all of these words. What do you think? Am I getting this right? Am I interpreting this correctly?
I think you have it exactly right. This is about the Indo-Pacific region and the ability of both of our countries to be able to work together as democracies, not only to advance the interests of our people, but to also protect our countries from the threats that exist in that region. We're facing challenges. We're facing challenges from China. We face challenges from Russia. We face challenges from terrorism in that region. We face a number of challenges that are not only threatening to our national security, but also require that we work together. The one thing I've always felt in dealing with China and dealing with our adversaries is that they are not particularly supportive of allies. The most important strength we have is our alliance and our friendship and our ability to work together.
Yeah.
And that represents a very strong force, not only in dealing with security issues, but in dealing with the other issues that we confront in the Indo-Pacific region. So this is, without question in my mind, one of the most important alliances that the United States has.
Mr. Panetta, millions across India watching the Republic Media Network tonight. You are live right now on what is usually a fairly argumentative debate program. Tonight you are my special guest. A lot of people talking about your own role and remembering your role. Some of my viewers. It's funny, isn't it, Mr. Panetta, how far people's memory goes back. Some of our viewers saying that Leon Panetta actually described India as the linchpin of the Obama administration's strategy to counter China way back in 2012. And that's absolutely correct. I think you were on a very important Asia tour. The whole world was looking at you. There was a new policy. I think there were 5 principles: agile, flexible, deployable force, developing ability to take part and win conflicts at a time, investing in cybersecurity, etc., etc. Now, Mr. Panetta, let's say 9 years down the line, Prime Minister Modi used the following words in that introductory comment. He said, "We are meeting at the start of the 3rd decade of this century, and your leadership will play an important role in how this decade has been shaped." You were yourself playing a big role in 2012. President Obama was, and it was a policy that determined India-US relations for almost a decade. And this relationship has survived and become stronger while there have been political changes in India and the US. Do you think that this could be, how do I put it, drawing out a blueprint for a decade, that if today's meeting goes well, and if the right steps are taken, this could be the blueprint for a decade-long relationship at the very least? You think so?
I believe without question that it is a tremendous opportunity for both the United States and India to develop a relationship that can represent uh, the kind of bond that is essential for this next decade in confronting the challenges that both of our countries are going to confront. This is, as we all know, a challenging time. A challenging time when it comes to dealing with COVID, a challenging time when it comes to dealing with economic issues, with trade issues, with technology issues. We're on the brink
Yes.
of technology breakthroughs with artificial intelligence that is going to change the world in the future. And it is also, I think, an important time for democracies to be able to assert their ability to deal with these challenges. We're concerned about autocracies in the world. We know that it is important to recognize that democracies represent the values that are important to our people. And I think for that reason, I just see the United States-India relationship as a very critical bond in terms of being able to direct policies in the right direction as we enter this next decade. There are a number of challenges. We're going to have to deal with them, but the best way to deal with them is to have two democracies that share the same values and the same beliefs. That ensures that we can both move forward in the right direction for our people.